If your dress speaks respect and your manners shine bright, you're following the Prophet's light. Prophet Muhammad taught us that modesty is key. Dress simply but elegantly, covering appropriately. Men, keep it neat and clean. Women, embrace modesty and grace. And manners, kindness, humility, and politeness should be your daily attire. Treat everyone with respect and a smile. Follow these teachings and you'll embody the essence of Islamic etiquette. Dress well, act better. Volume 7, Book 72, number 674. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's apostle said, Allah will not look at the person who drags his garment behind him out of conceit. Volume 7, Book 72, number 675. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. The Prophet said Allah will not look on the day of resurrection at the person who drags his garment behind him out of conceit. On that, Abu Bakr said, O Allah's apostle, one side of my izar hangs low if I do not take care of it. The Prophet said, You are not one of those who do that out of conceit. Volume 7, Book 72, number 676, narrated by Abu Bakr. The solar eclipse occurred while we were sitting with the Prophet. He got up dragging his garment on the ground, hurriedly till he reached the mosque. The people turned to the mosque, and he offered a 2-rakat prayer whereupon the eclipse was over, and he traced us and said, The sun and the moon are 2 signs among the signs of Allah, so if you see a thing like this, eclipse, then offer the prayer and invoke Allah till he remove that state. Volume 7, Book 72, number 677, narrated by Abu Juhayfa. I saw Bilal bringing an anza, a small spear, and fixing it in the ground, and then he proclaimed the ikarna of the prayer, and I saw Allah's apostle coming out, wearing a cloak with its sleeves rolled up. He then offered a 2-rakat prayer while facing the anza, and I saw the people and animals passing in front of him beyond the anza. Volume 7, Book 72, number 678, narrated by Abu Huraira. The Prophet said, The part of an izar which hangs below the ankles is in the fire. Volume 7, Book 72, number 679, narrated by Abu Huraira. Allah's apostle, Allah will not look on the day of resurrection at a person who drags his izar behind him out of pride and arrogance. Volume 7, Book 72, number 680, narrated by Abu Huraira. The Prophet, or Abu Qasim, said, While a man was walking clad in a 2-piece garment and proud of himself with his hair well combed, suddenly Allah made him sink into the earth and he will go on sinking into it till the day of resurrection. Volume 7, Book 72, number 681, narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's apostle said, While a man was dragging his izar on the ground behind him, suddenly Allah made him sink into the earth and he will go on sinking into it till the day of resurrection. Volume 7, Book 72, number 682, narrated by Abu Huraira. That he heard the Prophet, narrating as above, none 680. Volume 7, Book 72, number 683, narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's apostle said, Whoever drags his clothes on the